It's great, you know, kind of have a.
So your swimming abilities.
Oh, don't get me. Hey, I'm the best swimmer on the team. No one knows that though.
No one knows it.
How about
It's not-
aside from football, though? Do you think that there would be is there like another sport you were good at that you liked to play growing up if it wasn't football?
Baseball. Yeah, that was probably till my sophomore year of high school. That's probably when I like baseball probably more than football until that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
were what, pitcher, first baseman,
yep.
right?
Yep. Played a little bit of outfield.
Okay.
You know, show off the speed a little bit.
If you picked some guys, because I know there's some dual sport athletes on this team and some guys who played baseball too. If you had to put together a baseball roster, who would be your go-to?
You got to go Garrett because Garrett's pretty good. Traylon Ray. Because when we went to the baseball field after the spring game, we got the hit. I would probably pick Ben Cutter. I don't know if we have enough to make a team though. That's the bad thing. God, I gotta think about that. I don't know all the players right off the top of my head right now. I'd have to go back and watch him hit again. But probably Bryce Biggs. Bryce Biggs will be on there.
I feel like P. Fox maybe, a little
Yeah,
second base.
P. Fox is pretty good. That's about it. That's about it right now.
Were you one of the guys hitting any homers there?
I actually got one out. Hit it into the bullpen.
Which bullpen?
Right field.
Right field bullpen.
Yeah, I felt like I pulled my back muscle when I swung on that too. So, yeah, it's been a while.
So that was your first home run you've hit since when?
Junior year of high school.
Junior year.
Yeah.
Do you remember that last one?
No, I don't remember the last one. It was probably during, I think it was during travel ball. That's probably when I hit my last one.
So this year, I mean, obviously you were busy in the spring, but did you get to follow along with the success of the WVU baseball team and the history that they made?
I got to watch. I went and watched 2 games this year. I think one UCF, and then I went with my parents. Baylor, I think, was at a home game. So I got to watch that, and it's I love watching baseball. It's a lot better in person than it is watching it on TV. But I was proud of the baseball team, and I was watching the North Carolina game, and it was I didn't like the ending of that, but you know, I wish they would have went and won it all. But
yeah, we didn't like the ending of it either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, knowing you grew up playing baseball and stuff, JJ Wetherholt, he's going to go maybe #1 overall this weekend, probably top 10, no doubt. Just your thoughts on him. I mean, like when you watch him play baseball, what do you see?
He's a great player because when I was there, I think UCF, that's when he started getting back into playing again, and he hit his first home run, I think, that year. For that, I can't remember, but he's just a great player, and I hope to see him make it, and I wish him all the best of luck.
Garrett was saying that JJ's hitting skills was like really what jumped out to him, hitting or defense.
Yeah, his swing is just so smooth. Yeah, just his swing in general, so you can just tell a difference between him and everyone else on the team.
Just really within the last few months, I mean, you see Frazier getting drafted very high in the NFL draft, the potential for another Mountaineer to do the same thing in MLB, just in terms of, you know, the talent that's coming out of Morgantown. Just, you know, your thoughts on the athletes there and the fact that maybe you could be one of those guys next year too.
I hope so. That's what I'm working towards, but it just says a lot about our university. Just about the Big 12, because you can come into West Virginia and play in the Big 12 against good competition and still go, just like JJ going first overall maybe in the MLB draft and Frazier going second round. You can go make it from West Virginia. So that's all.
Along those lines, when you saw, obviously you and Frazier very close to West Virginia guys, but when you see a player like that comes from the same state as you, is about the same things that you're about, was your leader for the past couple of years, how much motivation does that give you, seeing that happen? And, you know, Dante Stills really the year prior to, knowing that, hey, I'm also a West Virginia guy that can do this same exact thing.
Yeah, it's awesome to see, but just know how bad you want to make it to the next level, and just seeing those guys live out that dream, it just makes you just want to work harder and just be able to do that and reach your dreams.
I know it's basically a year away from now, but like, are you excited to potentially be a non-Fairmont guy to get drafted? I mean, like, there's a little bit of a run there going.
I wish Doug would have got drafted so we could put Canova on the map there, but but I'm excited. Wherever I go, I'm excited to go play for wherever I go. Just put West Virginia, just make them proud. Yeah.
Obviously, you and Zach have been a little busy, but have you had a chance, you know, to talk to him since he started his time with the Steelers, or he share any advice with you?
He just talked to me about just like the different language, the NFL teams use. So the communication and all this is a little different. But I just talked to him about some stuff, and he just helped me out, just learn different things and stuff like that.
Coming to this year's WVU team, Neil has been using the word undervalued a lot today. Talk about the team as a whole, but specifically players. I mean, you, Garrett, all these guys that are here. When you hear a coach say you guys are being undervalued, what does that mean to you? What do you kind of get out of that?
I feel like we're being overlooked in some way because you got to think about all the returning players that we have on offense, especially, and the people that we're bringing in for defense. Our team, we're going to be good this year. We're going to be great. Our plans are to be winning the Big 12 championship. All right, so I just feel like they just overlook us for some reason. I don't know why, but I just feel undervalued as well.
Along those lines, Wyatt, I mean, last year, obviously, you guys were picked to finish last. This year, you're more in the middle of the pack, but just talking to everyone, it seems that you still feel, even though the number is higher, you're still just as motivated to prove people wrong.
Oh, yeah, because, again, being seventh and we have all this talent coming back, you got the underdog mentality. Just go work every day. Just doing the small things right. Just getting better at something every day.
You got Pitt, Penn State to kick things off there in the start of the season, and you go right into it with conference play and some really good teams as well. I'm sure gearing up for this year, you don't need a lot of external motivation. It's all just kind of right there in front of you.
Yeah, Penn State's going to be a great game. They got great players on their team. Their defense is really good. So you're just working towards that game. You want to win that game, first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you got more. Go ahead.
Obviously, offensive line-wise, I mean, everybody sees that Doug is gone, Zach is gone, but you guys still have a core group of guys with a lot of starting experience. What is the expectation for that group? And, I mean, you guys have just gotten better each and every year. So this year, with that returning experience, what is the next step?
I feel like our expectations are not going to change. Our standards not going to change. We just want to keep getting better. Like I said, we just got to keep working on the little things, what we need to get better at. To say, like, when we had our meetings at the end of the year and they pointed out what we got to get better at, well, that's what we need to work on as a group. Just great communication's important for O-linemen. So just working on that stuff and just not being satisfied from last year just because we had a good year. Just keep working, just keep being hungry. That's what I got to say.
When you look along those lines, I mean, you talk about getting better as a group, but personally, what are some of those things that stood out to you in terms of needing to take the next step this year?
I would just say pass pro, just being more consistent with my hands, striking, and just better footwork, not getting on my toes in the run game, and just being more balanced.
I asked Sean this earlier. Neil was saying today that when you guys go to Cincinnati this year, you're all likely going to bus over, and you might stop midway through that trip to do a practice. Have you ever done anything like that before? Do a practice in between a bus trip or something?
Last time I did that was my senior high school when we went up to Martinsburg to play, and we had to stop midway up and do like a little walkthrough before we went there. Yeah, that was in a school bus though, so it was a little rough.
A little bit different in a charter bus, right?
Yeah, a lot different. Yeah.
As a big guy, though, on a bus trip, do you think maybe you'd like to get out and stretch the legs?
Oh, I know. It was great because I remember I laid down in like the middle.
The walkway?
The walkway on the way back because I could not. I was so tired. I had to lay down on the floor. I put like a little blanket down. Yeah, I fell asleep back there for about 3 hours. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Playing the college football video game, obviously you're one of the top 100 players in the game overall rating. What's that mean to you? And then just your overall thoughts on playing the video game, playing as yourself.
Yeah, that it's pretty special to see you're one of those top 100 guys. But just being able to play the game, like it brings back to like a little kid again, because that game is pretty special. Just to be able to get, because this will make us little kids again when we start playing, and we're all going to be getting together, playing and everything. So it's going to be special.
So like growing up, I'm assuming you did like Road to Dynasty and stuff like that, right? On the old game?
A lot of my friends had the game. I didn't have really. So when I went over to the friend's house, that's when I played it.
Gotcha.
No, I didn't play any Road to Dynasty or anything like that.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, like, did you make yourself as like an offensive tackle, or did you like put yourself a quarterback?
I was part of the quarterback.
Yeah.
I was part of the quarterback. Yep.
Gotcha.